Yehovah Elohim Svaot, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Ezekiel chapter 21. The word of Yehovah came to me, human being, turn your face southward, preach to the south and prophesy to the scrublands of the Negev. Say to the Negev forest, hear the word of Yehovah. Yehovah Elohim says, I will light a fire in you, and I will devour every tree in you, green and dried alike, a blazing, unquenchable flame that will scorch every face from the Negev to the north. All humanity will see that I, Yehovah, lit it. It will not be put out. I said, O Yehovah Elohim, they complain that I speak only in parables. Then the word of Yehovah came to me. Human being, turn your face toward Jerusalem. Preach to the sanctuaries, and prophesy to the land of Israel. Tell the land of Israel that Yehovah Elohim says, I am against you. I will draw my sword from its scabbard, and cut off from you the righteous and the wicked, since I am going to rid you of both the righteous and evildoers. My sword will also go out of its scabbard against everyone from the Negev to the north. Everyone alive will know that I, Yehovah, drew my sword from its scabbard. It will not be sheathed again. Therefore, human being, groan bitterly, as if your heart would break, as they watch. Then, when they ask you, why are you groaning? You will answer, because of the news, because it's coming. All hearts will melt, all hands hang limp, all spirits faint, all knees turn to water. Here, it's coming, it will happen, says Yehovah Elohim. The word of Yehovah came to me, human being, prophesy. Say that Yehovah Elohim says this, a sword has been sharpened and polished, sharpened in order to slaughter and slaughter, polished to flash like lightning. How can we rejoice? My son rejects the rod and every other stick. The sword was given to be polished so that it could be wielded. It was sharpened and polished to be placed in the slaughterer's hand. Shout and wail, human being, because it's coming upon my people, upon all the leaders of Israel. They will be victims of the sword along with my people. Strike your thigh in remorse, for a test is coming. And what if he rejects the rod again? He will cease to exist, says Yehovah Elohim. Therefore, human being, prophesy and clap your hands together. Then the sword will strike twice, 3 times, and a sword for victims, the sword for a great slaughter, coming from every direction, so that their hearts will melt, and many will stumble and fall. I have posted the point of the sword at every one of their gates. See how it flashes, sharpened for the kill. Sword, slash to the right, destroy to the left, whichever ways your edge is aimed. I too will clap my hands together and satisfy my fury. I, Yehovah, have spoken. The word of Yehovah came to me. Now, human being, designate 2 roads for the sword of the king above all to follow, both coming out of one country. Put up a signpost at the start of the road leading to the city. Make a road so that the sword can come to Rabbah of the people of Ammon and to Yehuda in fortified Jerusalem. For the king above all is standing in the fork in the road, where the two roads separate, about to use divination. He is shaking the arrows, consulting the household gods, examining the liver. Into his right hand comes the lot for Jerusalem to set up battering rams. Give the order to slaughter, raise a shout, set battering rams against the gates, build siege ramps, and erect watchtowers. The inhabitants will believe this is false divination because of the oaths upon oaths that their false prophets have sworn to the contrary, but it will cause Elohim to remember, thus guilt, and thus ensure their capture. Therefore, here is what Yehovah Elohim says. Because you have caused their guilt to be remembered, with your misdeeds revealed and their sins and all your actions evidence, since you have been remembered, you will be captured. As for you, you wicked prince of Israel, due to be killed, whose day has come at the time of final punishment, here is what Yehovah Elohim says. Remove the turban, take off the crown. Everything is being changed. What was low will be raised up, and what was high will be brought down. Ruin, ruin, I will leave it a ruin, such as there has never been. It will stay that way until the rightful ruler comes, and I will give it to him. You, human being, prophesy. Say that Yehovah Elohim says this about the people of Ammon and their insults. A sword is drawn for slaughter, polished to the utmost to flash like lightning, while you prophets produce false visions for you, while they divine lies for you, to lay you out upon the necks of the wicked who are to be killed, whose day has come at the time of final punishment. Cause it to return to its scabbard. I will judge you in the place where you were created. In the land of your origin, I will pour out my fury out on you, breathe on you with the fire of my rage. In the hand over to barbarous men, highly skilled in destruction. You will be fuel for the fire. Your blood will flow through the land. You will be remembered no more, for I, Yehovah, have spoken. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this lengthy 21st chapter of Ezekiel? We can listen to the written words of Yehovah, preach the written words of Yehovah, hear the written words of Yehovah. Let your fire burn inside of you to proclaim salvation. Aim to be united in Yehovah by way of Messiah. Use the word of Yehovah to direct your life. Consult Yehovah for direction in your life. Aim to remain faithful in your obedience to the written instructions of Yehovah, found in his written word. Proclaim the truth of Yehovah's written word. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? Preach salvation is found in the written words of Yehovah. Bear one another's burdens. Preach the written words of Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. We'll end using the Aaronic blessing, using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.